Okay, Robert, I have your quad done. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you it flying because I don't have a crossfire module anymore. I had somebody else's the other day, and that's why I was able to test this thing when I first finished it. But that got shipped back to the dude, so I don't have one now. Um, I know it's hooked up right, and I have done crossfire on this particular flight controller many times before, so it's not a problem. It's all soldered up the right way. Everything's good to go. I also checked the motor directions in Betaflight. They're all good to go. Yeah, it's all good to go, and I'll show you where the bind button is, but you might not even need to press it. Usually, most of the time, you don't have to push the bind button to bind to crossfire, but sometimes you do. So, I mean, you've bound crossfire many a times, but I mean, like, plug in the quad or turn on the radio. It doesn't matter before it's bound. So plug in the quad, turn on the radio, go to or hit bind, and then from there it'll say update it, or it'll just bind up right away. Or if it doesn't do anything, then you might need to push the bind button. And if you do, it's in this hole right here. Damn it. Come on. You might not be able to see it on camera. Let me try to get the light down here. And then try to zoom in. Oh, there it is. You see it? It looks like an eyeball looking at you. So that's where the bind button is, if you ever need to push it. The button for the VTX is right here. You can get to it right from underneath the canopy or on top through the canopy right here. Okay. And then I guess that's it. I'll show you the video, I guess. There's your video. Looking lovely. All right, and the parts. So I had originally got the iFlight stack, and realized afterwards that iFlight actually is using this ICM 20864 gyro or something like that. It might not be those exact numbers, but it's something like that. It's some crazy gyro that is ultra sensitive. And I was having nothing but problems with this thing. I would arm it. I mean, after doing all kinds of different things, at first when I armed it, it would just shake. And then I did a few things, and then it was nice and smooth when I would arm it. But then if I throttled up a little bit, it would just start shaking again, and I was just, it's so frustrating. So I tried another flight controller and then another one, and then finally ended up with the GE PRC one because that uses an MPU 6000 gyro, which is not sensitive at all. I mean, I remember before building tons of quads without even no soft mounting at all, and the quads flew great, So that's what's in here now, the GE PRC board. The motors are the Beta FPV 1105 5000 kV. These motors, I like them. They're really smooth. You'll notice when you arm it how smooth and quiet they are. You got the Runcam Nano 2, Unify Pro 32 Nano, and the Crossfire Nano in there, and a buzzer. So, did I hear the buzzer? I don't remember. Okay. All right, so yeah. It's good to go. So, just bind it up like you normally bind crossfire, and it's ready to go. Auxiliary 1 is set for ARM. That's all I set up in the modes tab was ARM, and that's it. I might throw some zip ties on here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to throw some zip ties on here before I box it up. And I already sent you over some tracking, so that should do it. All right, thanks, Robert.